Welcome back. We're in part 3 of our series of videos where we tour some of the facilities at Mount Wilson. If you've missed the previous 2 videos in this series, I'll have a link to the playlist at the end of this video. In this video, we're venturing into the Fiberglass Room, where many of the microwave dishes for the post office building are located. Well, this requires us to climb some stairs and go outside and access the room from outside. But before we go inside, we have a perfect view of Mount Harvard.
Sorry, is that a road or is that, is that a road or is that where the water came down?
I think that's Mount Harvard Road.
That's Mount Harvard Road we can see right here, right? Yeah.
That's a steep road. I said that's a steep road. Who's over there? Do we know?
Well, a couple TVs. KUSC is over there also. So this room, we call it's the Fiberglass Room, which you'll see for obvious reasons. So remember I was showing you the microwave antennas below, or the microwave receivers below. Here's where the antennas are. So this one's for KISS, as it's marked as such. This is the 92.3 antenna.
What's the difference between the two of them? I mean, I see the difference. Why are they different? Does it matter?
You know, they're the
Why
same.
is one solid and not solid?
Now, this one's just got less wind load. That's really all there is to it. I mean, that one isn't going to create as much wind resistance. This antenna is used for picking up all 3 of the FMs in this building. The 3 FMs in this building, all right, this antenna can hear whether this one's on here or if Deer Park is on. And it's used to drive the input of the importer-exporter. So it's got the automatic time alignment in it. So it actually has a receiver in it that measures the time delay and compensates. This is the receive antenna for it. So it's up here where it can hear these, obviously, or it can hear the run down the road, which is 0.6 of a mile west of here. So that's what that's doing up here. It's essentially an air monitor antenna.
Yeah.
So anyway, this points back towards KFI. And then this is the antenna for Coast. All right. Now these are the enormous antennas. These were for the TV stations that were here in the building, which are gone. So these are not in use anymore. They're just sitting up here because they're huge, as you can see. And taking them out would be a big pain. Sawzall, I guess, is about the only way to get them out, really.
They look like big drums.
And remember I mentioned our 11 gigahertz antenna, 11 gigahertz radio. That's the antenna for it. Points back towards Burbank. These all point back towards Burbank. And this is actually KPCC's antenna. So anyway, I thought this room was kind of cool.
It is kind of cool. So just because if these are receivers, right, the antennas, you have them all staggered, yes? They don't. Does it matter?
Well, they're blocking each other a little bit. If you look over here, you can see that some of the aperture of this one is blocked by this, a little bit of it. It'd hardly make any difference at all. And likewise, where you're standing right now, you're blocking a little bit of the aperture of this one, but it's so minuscule, the difference is very minuscule. I don't know if you can even measure it. And of course, that one right there is in the way of this one a little bit too. But a lot of stuff is gone because the TVs moved out, or they went away. During the repack, they may have sold off their spectrum and they're just gone now.
As our eyes adjust back to normal sunlight color, we look at some of the infrastructure of the building for getting large and heavy equipment in and out.
See, they got a little crane up here for lifting stuff up. Like, I just saw them using this recently. It was kind of cool.
I wonder, they're probably just lifting up new gear, obviously.
They were lifting up like cleaning supplies. They had a whole 400-pound rack of stuff they were bringing up here.
That's crazy. All the air, too, that you guys have. I mean, air conditioning is like everything up here, and fans.
Ice shielding too, so it does ice up here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, you know, like see where, oh no, is that the one, Doug? Yeah, that's where we were standing. Right there, down there, the green box down here.
Yeah.
Not that one, but the other. Doug said that the snow was so high, they just walked over it. And the fence.
They just walked over the fence.
Snow's not I mean, as far as damage isn't that
It's
bad.
ice.
Ice. The ice that falls from higher up.
No, ice is bad for everything.
Yeah. I have firsthand experience with how bad the ice can get. Next week, we move to our final location, to what I consider one of the more cooler places up on the mountain. If you'd like more information about the Society of Broadcast Engineers or the Certified Radio Operator Program, visit the links I've put in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.